Anyway, joining me right now is Democratic Senator Jack Reed of Rhode Island. He serves as ranking member on the Armed Services Committee. Senator, you're a regular guy, and you must know some Republicans on the floor. Can you smell which way this number is going? Are they going to get the 4 that would help get witnesses?
I think it's getting harder and harder to see that coalition of 4 people come together, 4 at least. But I'm hopeful. Again, we have a constitutional responsibility to conduct a trial. In the 15 impeachments before the Senate, there's always been a witness, at least one. I think the American people rightly will say we did not do our duty. And I think my colleagues have to look beyond the short term and look at the long term. The Senate as an institution, as part of the constitutional checks and balances.
You know, I saw a little bit of street corner back and forth, trash talking yesterday in the questioning period when Jay Sekulow, who can be quite a combatant, looked across the room there in front of the senators, you guys and women, and said, "Oh, you want to fight? Adam Schiff, I'm calling you as my first witness." Then the Bidens, then the whistleblower. How much of that was theater and how much is, and by the way, he can't speak for the Republican senators unless they're in the cahoots, of course. I mean, he says, like, I'm going to put these witnesses on the stand as if it's his call. What did you make of all that?
Well, I think it just reinforced, frankly, what the House manager said. When they were trying to get the cooperation of the president, when they offered him the opportunity to come before the Judiciary Committee, basically they said, no way, and if you try to enforce subpoenas, we're going to go to court, or we'll call you, etc. I thought he made the case for the House managers then rather than for the president. And again, the tone was, not legal, thoughtful, but more or less, you guys want to fight? Well, then we'll just keep this thing going forever. And that's not what we want. We want a trial.
Let's talk about the guy I call Bugs Bunny, because everybody thinks he's Elmer Fudd, but Mitch McConnell seems to be pretty good in the scrum. He gets serious when it gets close. He doesn't always win. John McCain stood up to him and voted not to kill ACA, the Obamacare. What's he like? What do you think he's playing? What game do you think Mitch is playing right now to keep from the 4?
Well, I think he indicated a few days ago that he didn't think he had the votes. That basically passed the baton to the White House. It's your problem now. My sense is they've been using every way they can to try to avoid witnesses being called, and just as they did with the Affordable Care Act. And we're looking for somebody like John McCain and others who will stand up on behalf of their constituents of the country and said, no, we're going to do the right thing, not the thing that the president wants.
Senator Jack Reed, it's so great to have you on. Thanks for taking the time today during this trial to come on this program. You know, I thought that was